G'day, welcome to Inside Ball. Kevie, Walters, Dobbo as we review round 8, the Anzac round. I've got to say, hello Kev, how are you,
Dobbs,
mate?
good, mate.
How good was the Anzac ceremony?
Terrific, mate.
Across the board, phenomenal. I want to say to the NRL, what a wonderful, wonderful spectacle it was at every single ground, whether or not it was in New Zealand. I thought Brisbane's was the best I've ever seen. And I mean that, I've been to a lot of, they did it so well, but everybody did it well.
And everyone was a little bit different as well,
Yeah.
And I love the anthems as well, both the New Zealand and Australia.
I agree.
Andrew Voss on
Fox Sports, Andrew Voss.
Yeah,
yes.
right. He said in one of the games, I'm not sure which one, it might have been the actual Anzac
class
ceremony, right, that one of the first people on the shores in Gallipoli in 1915, one of the soldiers was the CEO of the New South Wales Rugby League at the time.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he got shot, right?
Yep.
And this is all word of mouth, not probably been documented somewhere. And then his brother was part of the one of the other soldiers that hit the
shores
beach as well, and he got shot and killed as well.
Gee whiz. Our affiliation with the Anzacs
I think
and
it's
Rugby
great
League
that,
is very good. Yeah, that we celebrate it.
We celebrate it, and also the younger generation coming through. It takes us back to allow us to talk about
it does.
that day, that horrible day in Australia's history and New Zealand, and the way they fought for us, so we can do this podcast now freely.
Mate, unbelievable. Well done to the NRL, well done to everybody involved, and well done, as we said, to the men and women that serve and protect this great country. Let's get into some news, and I think the biggest news broke late yesterday afternoon.
Oh, sneaky Jarome Luai, eh?
Yeah, well, you can always thank the good old trusted fans as the ones who did, because how it's come out, he took a selfie with a fan,
He
and next
can't
thing you know,
go to PNG and expect to get away with that.
Well, he did. He asked permission to obviously travel, and so the mail is his contract, Kev, at the moment is year on year. He has that option to leave every year, and it was done beautifully when he did it. The West Tigers obviously are aware of this, and I think he'll take up the option on Thursday that he'll stay for 27 at the West Tigers.
Well, he can't. There's no one to play for right now.
Well, he could go to a lot of. I think there's other clubs that would want
What would have him for 12 months?
I think clubs would have him. I think.
Yeah, okay.
Clubs
but
like
he's got to up and move his family. He's got a couple of kids.
I think St George Illawarra would take him. I don't think they'd be very fussy. I think they'd take him in a heartbeat. But the big news is it looks like the PNG Chiefs are going to secure
him. They will get him.
So, well, I think.
What sort of money are they talking about? Because it's all tax-free.
I think it could be 1.5 a year.
Right.
1.5 and tax-free.
Does he need someone to clean his boots and stuff? Or?
Well, he's 28 years old.
He's perfect, mate. He's still got...
Mate, 4-time premiership player.
He's won a premiership. He's won 4 of them. So,
he's won Origin series.
Well, that won't affect him going there playing Origin.
No, but I think it's a good move. Michael Chammas has done a great job.
He's perfect, mate.
He needs to kill Michael Chammas as the head of football. And I like the fact that I think he could be the face of the franchise. I like it a lot. I think
it's a good fit,
news.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good fit. He's a superstar of our game.
Good bloke. Really good bloke.
Well, no, behind the face,
bravado, he's a decent human being.
Well, most rugby league people are. We're all good people.
Yeah. I don't have the same, so I like that Luai to PNG. I don't have the same confidence.
How do the Tigers feel about this, Dobbo? Have you spoken to them?
No, I haven't, but they'd be pissed off.
They'd be pretty filthy. I mean, but he has served them well, hasn't he? Like he left the Panthers, 4-time premiership player, to go to the Tigers, who were...
Well, they got pushed out, mate. He got pushed out. The money wasn't there. So the thing about the Panthers,
but he would
which we
have
know is...
other options to go, not the Tigers. There would have been 3 or 4, 5, 6 clubs chasing him, and he elected to go to the Tigers, probably because of Benji and his influence there. And he has... Look at them now. They're flying the Tigers. So he's done his job there, hasn't he, really? And they need...
Well, I don't know if he's done his job. They've got to win a comp.
No, I mean,
they're
back up. They're not on the bottom of the table.
The jury is there.
They're a top 8 side, right? They'll finish somewhere in the top 8. Yeah, 100%.
Can we bookmark that, please?
Mark it.
Yeah, okay.
No Kosamui for the Tigers.
No Kosamui for the Tigers. I will get to that quickly. You talk about the Chiefs and all the good... and then you go to the Perth Bears. Now... I understand that you interviewed for that job. I understand also Brad Arthur did, and Mal got the job, right? There's no question about it. But David Sharp, the head of football's quit. They've had a big blue.
Yeah.
The CEO and the head of football there. I know Mal's been upset. Yesterday reported in the paper by Danny Wilder that the NRL aren't happy with Mal Meninga either as the coach over there. They're not happy with how that's going as well.
Really?
And I've got to be honest with you about the Perth Bears. It's a bit underwhelming at the moment. And that's just from my take on it. I want the Bears. Obviously, we want the Bears to go well.
Yeah.
They haven't got that marquee player signing yet. They just haven't. I know they've got Scott Sorensen. I know they've got Nick Meaney. I know they've got Wishart.
They're building a squad together. So
yeah, but they need a marquee player.
Well, the Dolphins didn't land really a mark. They chased
Hammer. They got Hammer. He was like they got Jesse Bromwich. They got Felice Kafusi.
Hammer was released by the Cowboys. So
they had to make a decision there.
Yeah.
They told him, look, but mate, you've got to say this. Bromwich and Kafusi, that's marquee to me. That's a big name, back end to lead.
I'm talking to Munster. They were chasing Munster.
Yeah, but Bears haven't got anybody like that.
No.
Like, no one. Like, and I'm not being rude to the players they've got. They need a kill. They need a big name. They need a Luai. That's what they need. They need a signing like that, and they haven't got it. Now, there's conflict between, obviously, they've lost their head of football now. He's quit. That's Mal's man. Mal's upset.
So you think there's a chance that Mal might resign?
Well, I don't know. I do know that Ben Garner's the assistant, right? Well, Mal didn't pick him.
No.
So he's not happy about that. Look, it's not a harmonious...
Right.
And they can say what they want.
Well, they're in next year, aren't they?
Yeah, they can dress it up all they want.
Mm.
It's not going along as smoothly as what the Chiefs are.
Yeah.
And I understand that. It's just going to be one to watch. And we probably should talk about both these franchises, and we might even do a special podcast on them at some point, just exactly and unpack it, because...
Where they're at, yeah.
Yeah, it's... I don't think it's that great.
So the Chiefs flew Luai up and his family?
Well, I don't know all that.
Right.
I know that Luai just was snapped.
Right, and so he had a look at the facilities, where they're going to be training, the stadium.
What's going on. He's not going up there if he isn't going to sign. Come on, mate. Like, you can entertain the money. You don't go there and have a look if you're not close to a decision.
There. It's not Kosamui, is it?
No. You've got to have a look at that. Origin, we're a month away. Literally, first Origin game, 1 month today. 1 month to that first Origin game in Sydney. So, the 27th of May, and obviously people are starting to talk teams. I mean, if you look at Queensland, I think that side nearly picks itself. I don't know about you, but I think Tino, Grant, Lindsay Collins. I think the edges is where...
I'll do some work for you, Dobbo.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about Origin too much because it's still a month away.
I'm going to ask you this one question. Kuli Kefu Fini Fuiaki, has he done enough to be on the edge there in the second row?
I think he's put himself right in the frame. Yeah.
Same here. I do as well. You still have...
Now, what's his...
no, he's a
nation.
I don't know what nation he's going
to
to
I think he might be Tongan. Is he? Well, we'll find that out as well.
I didn't like...
But, gee, he's running so hard and so destructive.
Yeah. His form's
on that
been good.
edge for the Dolphins.
Yeah, Max Plath's done... I think Max Plath will do enough to get into that squad.
Well, there'll be a squad of... Same as the NRL, so they can have six on the pine, right, and choose from those. So that'll make it... that utility player has probably left us now, so it's all going to be specialist positions.
Well, Plath and Mam are both going to be on that bench. I don't care what anybody says. Ezra Mam's played himself into an Origin jersey.
He could be in the six jumper if something happens to May. He'd be next man up, you know?
Yeah. I think the backline picks itself. But, I mean, just interested quickly, and I'm just going to throw some names. You'd say Reece, who they believe Walsh is back this week, if not back next week. So
he's not Origin standard, Walsh.
Yeah, so Walshy back.
Hope you listened, Walshy.
Do you play Ponga on one wing?
Ponga?
Well, where else are you going to play him? Where else are you going to play him?
Well, he'll be in
the side. So Walsh is fullback. Ponga's back this week.
You can't put Ponga on the wing. Xavier Coates will be one wing.
If he gets back in time for game one.
He'll be back.
I don't know if he'll be back. But you've got Gemmett, you've got
Shibasaki
Hammer.
will be there.
You've got Hammer, you've got Toya, and you've got Ponga. You've got to play them all in there. You've got to put them all in there.
You can't put Ponga on a wing to start Origin, mate. Start an Origin. Just can't do that.
Okay. So he doesn't play in the side. He's not in that side.
He'll be in the 20.
Yeah, but he won't be in that starting 13.
I don't think so. It'll either be Walsh or Ponga the fullback. You know, if Walshy comes back.
Walsh is the fullback. Walsh is over Ponga at fullback.
I'm saying if he comes back and plays.
Well, they reckon he'll be back either this week or next week. Yeah, but they're both going to be back in the next 2 weeks.
He needs to park that mad scooter he's got somewhere and start running.
Yeah. And we know Dearden, and obviously, but your centres at the moment, Toya, he's locked in if he's providing
locked and loaded.
And you either play Hammer there or you play Gemmett and Hammer on one wing. That's what you got to look at. I think Val's not going to make it. I don't.
Billy's a tried and true stickster, right? Like he's stayer. He understands Origin. Valentine Holmes hasn't been that great for St George, has he?
No.
But often we've seen it so many times, where players haven't been performing quite so well, particularly that era when they were very dominant, Queensland.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see the take that Billy has on everything.
Well, they met. I think I think he met with his coaching staff last Friday.
Things differently to a lot of other people.
Yeah, Cotter's done enough to be there.
What about Cotter on Thursday night?
Yeah, he's just started to come into his own. I think. Look, that I don't know if Liero's done enough. I certainly like Harry Grant.
You think Pat Carrigan will be there?
Come on, mate. Come on. Yeah, I
mean, I'm staring at you this morning. Look at you.
Yeah, no, hey? he's done very well.
What about you? What about the blokes down south? They've got some bit of rumblings there too.
Okay, so what would you do there?
I'll have to give this a bit more
I'm going to put some Edwards or Tedesco.
Right now, I'm going Edwards. Yeah.
Right.
He sent a message.
Brayley or Robson?
I'll have to come back to you on that one. Robson was in front, but
I think Robson's in front. In front. And I think Tedesco's in front of Edwards. I know that's controversial.
Yeah, well...
I mean, he's a Dalian medal winner.
If you're a New South Wales supporter...
Yeah, which we're not.
You can't lose at fullback.
Yeah. You've got to take Latrell and Critter as your centres, which means Katoni Stagg misses out, which...
No. If Katoni Staggs was a Queensland, he'd be one of the first ones picked.
Okay. Latrell or Critter. Leave one of them out.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Leave one of them out.
Well, I'm going to...
I don't know where you go.
You can't leave Latrell out, right?
Okay, and I don't think you can leave Stephen Crichton out.
Well, from last Friday you can.
It was his first game back. Okay, from there then.
Yeah, this is for another day.
Moses at 5'8", or do you go with Ethan Strange?
No, Moses will be the 6.
Yeah, and Cleary's your 7.
Here's us picking the New South Wales.
No, but I'm just saying.
We said later.
We're talking about this in
now you're drawing information out of me, Dobbo. Let's get to it next week.
We might have a look at it next week. The Clear Mountain Stud difference, and I tell you what,
I got it. I nailed it. Drinky.
You did. Heavenly.
He nailed himself too. 1 million a year for the Dragons.
Unbelievable. Well done, 3 of you. You picked the difference. Clear Mountain Stud, Alpine Edge, Stallion standing at the Clear Mountain Stud at Greenmount. He's a very, I spoke to Bob, won 2 stakes races before Christmas as a 2-year-old, nearly $2 million in prize money, and his first 4 weanlings are selling at the Magic Millions National Sale on the Gold Coast on the 24th of May, so in under a month.
Well, that's coming up.
Yep, please go and have a look at clearmountainstud.com.au. It's a big deal for Alpine Edge and the Stud because of just how important these weanlings are. It's their first drop, and Bob and Mick have done an amazing job. They're fantastic, a huge hit. And we might have something special for you very shortly. For you listeners, there might be a chance to come in, potentially, to a little horse.
Ownership.
I've been talking, part of the Inside Ball family, if you want to be a part of it. Well, I've been talking to Bob and Mick about it. I'm doing some work.
Well, I'm on the lookout for another horse.
Well, you're in already.
6 more songs career finished. It's done.
Well, you're in this horse. I haven't told you yet, but you're
inside
in.
Ball horse.
Yeah, you're inside ball.
What's it? Well, we have to come up with the name.
Whether or not Inside Ball, Kosamui, we're not quite sure the difference. It could be. We've got a few things. We are looking at. Right. But you've already got some ownership.
Okay,
sorry,
well, that's
good.
Where do I put my money? Who do I give my money to?
You'll be billed accordingly. I mean that. Clear Mountain Stud, wonderful stud. clearmountainstud.com.au. Well done on getting the difference in drink water. Let's go back and look at and review the weekend. Thursday night, it seems like a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Hill at Leichhardt Oval.
How good was it?
Mate, that's what rugby league is about. 33 points to 14.
They were behind at half-time.
They were down at half-time, 14-12 at half-time. Well done. Dewey, Coruscant, he's got a bit of time on the bench, Coruscant now. He's got 2 weeks.
2 weeks for the hip drop.
They were very, very good, the West Tigers, the second half.
Yeah, they showed some good signs. Well, they have been all season really very confident, but the Raiders are a different team to play against with their style of play. I just thought, when we mentioned this last week, the Tigers would have just a little bit too much for the Raiders with no Hudson Young, no Papali'i. So that's 2 of their better players out.
Yeah.
And they showed that grit in the second half, particularly at Leichhardt Oval. That fan, when they go on the Wayne Pearce Hill and show the crowd, they were having a good time.
Awesome.
And all through the social media after the game, some film and vision from the hill. It's amazing. It must have been a good night for the Tigers, and they've cemented themselves in the top 4 now, Dobbo. We're 8 weeks in, and
we're a third of the way through the season. Yeah, so it's
they probably nearly should have beat Brisbane. They took Brisbane, all the way.
They shouldn't have beaten Brisbane. Brisbane beat them. They should not have beaten Brisbane.
They could have beaten Brisbane.
They could have, yes. Right. But you know what? I could fly to the moon.
Well,
they didn't.
Well, Brisbane are one of the better teams, right?
Yeah.
And
Adam Reynolds.
They nearly had him.
Adam Reynolds.
Yeah. He was good again.
9 minutes out. Boom. We love you, big dog. Cowboys 46, Sharks 34.
This is a game of touch.
Oh, mate. I've got to be. Well done to Reuben Cotter, Paul Green medal winner. Drinkwater's impressive. Dearden was impressive. But Kevie, 80 points in 80 minutes. Yeah. Come on, please.
Yeah.
It's not Oztag.
The Sharks, they're known for their defence, right? Yeah. The Cowboys are known to be, more of an attacking team. But the Sharks have just lost their steel in defence. It was try after try.
Would you say
3 tries in 15 minutes?
Am I right in saying, and Sharkies fans, attack me as you will, they just can't be trusted. You don't know what you're at the moment with the Sharks.
You cannot
trust them, mate. You're like,
the Dolphins put a score a couple of weeks ago at home.
Yeah, I just don't know what is going on there. Like, when they're at their best, bloody brilliant. At the moment, that rat droppings.
Yeah.
Jeez,
rat droppings. Jeez, you're going hard. They're Sharks, mate. Mate.
Anyway.
Well, they're not Sharks at the moment because they're not defending well. And the coach looked a bit worried in the presser, Craig Fitzgibbon, after the game, I've got to say.
What did you make of the Cowboys?
Well, they could score points there, clearly. But their defence, again, they've got to fix up their defence. If they want to be a premiership threat, they've got to fix their defence. You can't just keep outscoring teams. So
they beat Brisbane, and Manly beat them, and they beat the Cowboys. They go up against the Dogs this week. You don't know what you got. When they're at their best, their attack is good. I do know that Jackson Purdue bolts off for Origin. At some point, he is.
Well, he's very quick.
Did you see the step in the footwork when he goes back? He is literally elite. Going to be. I cannot wait till he's a full-time number 1 next year. I cannot wait to watch him at fullback.
Well, that's what they're clearly doing because
that's why they moved Drinky on.
Drinkwater on. Right.
And they re-signed Tom Chester this week.
He's going. He reminds me of a young Katoni Staggs away. Mate, they've got into the.
They've got some good young players there. Yeah. They really have. I thought Reed Marnie's going well. Jeez, he's going good.
Yeah.
He's a hard ass. I get it, and he's a niggler, but he goes well.
Well, that's what you like about him. He gets in the opposition's face.
Why the Dogs let him go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Broncos.
We'll get to that Dogs.
Broncos 32, Bulldogs 12.
Right.
Go you Broncos.
Oh, you got it right for once, and then you want to pat yourself on the back.
No. I'm just saying. In the Broncos, trust.
They were good, the Broncos.
Bloody oath.
Very good, right? Particularly Reynolds again. Tony Staggs, outstanding. Dean Mariner.
Xavier Willison.
Xavier went well.
Tolte and Jack Gajeski. Tolte 41 tackles. Tolte 40 tackles. Gajeski 41 tackles. Look, Kev, I get it. Rene could have played with a dinner suit on, bar the trip from Harry Hayes, and
his kicking game. He
could have played with a dinner suit. He just game managed. He kicked. That's how you want a veteran to play.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why Reynolds was brought to the Broncos because of
game management.
The last 2 weeks, game management, amazing.
Unbelievable.
Right, and he's really taken a step up without some of his other leaders there.
Yeah.
But gee, I'm disappointed in your team, the Bulldogs.
No, they're not my team.
You said you grew up at Belmore.
Listen here. Stop trying to deflect that you didn't tip them, right? Stop. Yeah, I'm with you. Talk to me what you.
Right,
I'm with you.
Let's put our rugby league caps on. Right. Why did the Bulldogs move Reed Marnie on, right? And they put their faith in
Galvin. Well, they had Galvin, so they moved Hayward to 9. So that's what's happened.
But Hayward's, he didn't even start on the weekend.
No, they started Jackie Turpin,
which is okay. But wasn't he meant to be the number 9?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And not only that, and now Bronson Cherry is back on the left side and Steve Crichton's gone to the right. Yeah, what's happening with your Bulldogs, Dobbo? Have they, and why are they...
Stop.
No, okay, I'll stop that. But why are they escaping all the
Well, I don't think they are.
The hits?
I think they are. because of the performance against Penrith a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Right, that's saving
everybody's
them.
saying, "Oh, it was the best performance of the season." Yeah, a one win don't make a season.
No.
They've been pumped by Parramatta, and then last week against the depleted Broncos side.
Right, so you'll admit it was
yeah. Well, mate, any side without Payne Haas, Reece Walsh, Corey Jensen,
Pat Carrigan,
and Ben Hunt. There's
Billy
5
Walters.
players.
I'll throw the difference
Billy Walters, the difference is there, but like he hasn't been there all year. But there's 5 blokes who have been starting week in, week out that weren't there.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can understand
You still had Mam. You still had Reynolds. You still had Willison.
Katoni
You
Staggs.
still had Katoni Staggs.
Yeah.
You still had
Jordan
Mariner.
Ricky was good. Piakura was good.
There's some Piakura's gone for 4 weeks, they reckon. 3 to 4 weeks with MCL.
Right.
So that's going to be. But you got Kajeski. But what I'm saying is,
if you take away your affinity with the Broncos, right, and mine, with whoever, right. If you're a rugby league person, you would expect the Bulldogs to beat them.
I didn't expect them to beat them. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. I thought it was in the balance. I tipped the Bronx because I support the Bronx.
Yeah.
I thought that performance from the Bulldogs was below average. And mate, at 20-0 at half time, I was like...
dumbfounded.
Mate, well, they had all the ball. Their attack was sideways. You know, Ryan Girdler, I called the game with Ryan Girdler.
He's smart, Ryan Girdler.
Yeah. And after 5 minutes, he's like, the Bulldogs have got nothing in attack. They were just sideways the whole time.
Side to side. No straightness.
Nothing at all.
I don't think, and I think Steve Crichton probably wasn't fit to play, I'm going to say. I might got that wrong, but he didn't look to me like he was fit to play.
Yeah, look.
They just didn't look like the Bulldogs.
It was a good performance, a really good... Look, the last 2 weeks for Brisbane, everybody would have forgiven them if they'd been beaten. But they didn't, and that just shows what winning a premiership is. That gives confidence.
Well, they're maturing a lot of those players too. Yeah, coming into their best part of their careers.
And I mean, you've got to be honest with you. Ren put on a masterclass again. Like, you know, he's busted at the moment, and and his body isn't faring well. But he put on a masterclass. Those 2 points last week and that 4 points. You don't like, and you know this, Kev. They're the ones that make the difference at the back end of the year because they just got to get to the top end, get the difference back, get Walsh back. Get Huss back. All these blokes come back. They're going to be a different side.
Ezra Bam's really stood up too in these players' absence. He's been very good.
Is there a case for Mam plays better without Walsh?
No. No. Go back and watch the 20...
Yeah, but okay, sorry. Reynolds, Mam and Walsh. Mam and Walsh. Reynolds and Walsh. Like, is there too many...
No.
I'm just asking you.
You can never have too many good players, Dobbo.
That's probably a fair comment.
Never have too many good players.
Anyway.
Right, what about this week, though? Roosters, Broncos,
just wait,
Saturday night.
Whoa.
How good is that going to be?
Whoa. We're going to preview that later in the week.
Right.
Roosters 62, Dragons 16. Cade Reid, I saw enough, though, that he's going to be right. Yes, he missed some tackles.
Siwa Yong owned him, didn't he? Poor bugger.
But, matey,
that was always going to happen.
I saw enough in your first game.
Yeah, he was
Kicking
okay.
Game, passing game was all right.
They had to make some changes there, Dean Young. He had to. And they've got the
2 sin bins were wrong. Well, I mean, Grant Atkins is a great bloke and a good referee. He's probably the best referee in the game. But the sin binnings I've got a problem with, mate. You know, like, I didn't think they were fair. I didn't think they were right.
No,
I mean,
I no problem with Leilua going to the bin.
He got suspended. But
I'm
talking about, what about the other one?
Sam Walker was good, wasn't he? Gee.
Yeah, he won the Anzac medal again.
Yeah.
I think that's his third time, second or third
Benny
time.
Walker was on my flight coming back on Sunday morning. He obviously went down for the game to watch his son.
Was he happy?
Yeah, he was happy. I didn't get a chance to talk to him because he would
have been up the front.
He was up closer to the front than I was,
1B or 1A.
No, he wasn't that far up. But then he had to go. He coached his Clydesdales yesterday. So. But so we didn't get a chance to chat. But, Sam was good. Roosters were good. They're starting to come together. Good forwards. Their starting front row their starting pack is very good.
Nafahu White is a beast.
Yeah.
He is the real deal to me.
Yeah. Lindsay Collins there too.
Yeah, a very good footballer. But Victor Radley makes such a difference when he comes to that side.
Tough. Yeah. And then you got strikeout White, you know. Yeah. Nawanga Nitawase. How good's he going,
You
mate?
love him,
He
mate.
might be on the Blues edge wing, is he? What do you think?
I don't know.
We'll pick those teams when we get a bit closer.
You will be. Warriors 20, Dolphins 18 now.
Unlucky the Dolphins. They should have won, mate.
But, mate, I'm sorry. I'm going to go. When did the bunker start becoming the judiciary? Flegler comes out of the line. Tane Tuapiki, he scores that try. He clashes heads. I think it was with Ali Lauatoa.
Yeah.
Lauatoa to the ground, Flegler straight away grabs him. It wasn't a high shot, it was a head clash.
Head clash, right.
Right. 10 in the bin on report.
Dobbo.
Wait up. 10 in the bin on report. Okay, Fleg, off you go. So yesterday I get the judiciary, the charge sheet come through. Well, Fleg going to get 2 weeks, was it? Because
there was no intent.
Deemed dangerous.
It's dangerous.
And high.
But no intent.
Okay. Deemed dangerous and high. Okay. Not even $1 fine. Not a fine, nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So you put a player in the bin, right? Flegler goes to the bin for a head clash, an accidental head clash, right? And it costs the Dolphins. The bunker ruled on that. The bunker is not the judiciary. The judiciary then, if you don't like it, put it on report. But don't put a bloke in the sin bin.
Well,
then charge him. If it was deemed dangerous, charge him. He didn't get a charge, Kev.
Yeah.
So someone got it wrong.
Right, but as a defender, in the rules, you are meant to, right?
Yeah.
Be aware of where the opposition, where their body is, and you got to protect their
question.
Headbutt,
No
right?
question.
And so even if it's we see it with the penalties these days.
Well, charge him, Kev.
No, but accidental. If you bump their head,
I get it. But he had a head clash, head on head.
Yeah.
Not arm on head.
Geez, you wouldn't want to run into Flegler's head anyway,
not shoulder on head. No charge. He does 10 in the bin. There was 15 minutes to go. It was a 2-point ball game at the time. If I'm the Dolphins, you have every right to be annoyed. Now, Liam Kennedy was the referee. Mate, the 6 agains, I like Liam Kennedy as a referee, and they do a hard job. But, mate, seriously, they got that wrong. The bunker and Kennedy got that wrong.
Yeah,
because he shouldn't have gone to the bin.
I disagree because he didn't.
We'll charge him then, Kev. So he goes to the bin, but
it was an accident. There was no intent with it,
so
mate.
What, you think people should go to the bin and not get charged?
Well, I think so, yeah. There's professional fouls as well.
I don't think so. I disagree with you on that.
Well, what do our listeners think? Send us in.
I think the bunker has now decided that they're the judiciary.
Like Tom Flegler,
you love him.
Great fella, love him. But he got that wrong, right? And if flip the players over,
in the game.
flip them over, you'd expect the Warriors player to go to the sin bin, mate. Take your Dolphins hat off. I know you've got a clear mountain stud on there at the moment, but it's a similar colour to the Dolphins.
I just think that in this day and age, if you go to the bin and on report, it must be deemed, because the bunkers had a look at it. They say, there's going to be a charge. And there was no charge.
No.
So they are not the judiciary. The bunker is not the benchmark on who should be going to the bin. I'm sorry. It's over officiating. Ashley Klein was in the bunker that day. He was the bloke in the bunker.
We'll see what they say today about it.
Well, I've said enough. All right. South Sydney.
Hey, we both agree the Dolphins are on the rise.
No, I don't. They play. No, I don't. I'm disappointed. Look, they went right on attack. Schneider got in. Schneider was sick before it. They played Avarillo. He's gone for the week now with a laceration.
Oh, I saw that.
It's not a compound fracture, but he won't be there. Nicoremus suspended. But Trey Fuller gets some
in the
time.
centres.
Yeah. They play Hammer at fullback because they say he's the best. Play Hammer in the centres and play Trey Fuller at fullback.
Well, I'm pretty sure Fuller has done a lot of work, a lot of reps, they say, at training in all the positions.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I know that Hammer is very keen to stay in the number one jumper.
Well, that's good for Hammer. They went right twice. They scored.
Yeah, but
second half they went away from that. Tom Gilbert's defence in the middle. Aaron Clark schooled him up. No disrespect to Tom Gilbert, mate.
There was a bit of ting-tang going on there, wasn't there?
Mate, Aaron Clark, what happened to him? He left the Gold Coast Titans, and now look at him. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's going well.
Mate, he's going real well. It was a good win by the Dolphins.
By the Warriors. They're playing the Storm this week. It'll be a big game.
Yeah, that's Friday night.
Is that Suncorp?
Yeah, both teams have only had 2 wins. Let's talk about that. You got it right. He was a bit smug, Uncle Wayne, as well, wasn't he, in the press conference? He shuts down and becomes...
He didn't talk.
Well,
it took his voice.
Mate. That's what he does. No. That's what he does. They're too good. 48 points to 6. They have never won there in Melbourne.
Well, I thought this was going to happen because the Storm edges are frail. Their middle's frail. They're losing everywhere.
Most embarrassed he's ever been as a coach.
I saw that, Craig Bellamy. I saw the half because at Fox the cameras can see.
Oh, I saw it as well. Yeah, we called it. He sprayed him and then walked out. He wasn't happy.
He wasn't happy, and then he was trying to wait till they finished their little group chats. But he couldn't. He couldn't wait.
Yeah, it just went off his tree.
Yeah, and then it's not good signs for the Storm. I'm not sure if the Storm can recover. I want to see Xavier Coates playing for the Storm, and then I'll give you a decision. Because he will make a huge difference to the Storm. That's all I'm saying. When's he back? Give him...
Here's my phone.
You're ringing.
I want to send them a number. Boys, start ringing the travel agents.
They're
heading
gonna,
to Koh Samui.
They're not making the 8?
I don't think they will. I think they're a chance.
Well, they've got to get through this.
I think they're a chance of missing the 8.
They've got to get through Origin yet.
I did like Harry Grant.
Yeah.
They said, is it the fact that you coach and Harry Grant... I've never seen a player do that, jump straight in, just tell Lara Pitt that was right. Now, Lara Pitt has to ask the question.
Yeah.
Right. But I like that. But
Jerome Hughes is out
he's
this
gone
week.
this week. They said there's nothing wrong with the wrist, right? But he failed his HIA. But there's something wrong with the wrist. It was... Look at the wording of the statement.
Mm.
So,
and I don't remember when he got a HIA as well in the game.
He's failed his HIA, so he won't be there. But what I'm saying is they're going to lose Munster, they're going to lose Grant, right? They could potentially lose... I don't know if Stefano's done enough.
Oh, he won't. I don't think he'll be in the New South Wales side.
Yeah. Coates, I don't think Coates will be back.
Well, Billy is a strong affiliation, obviously, with Melbourne, so I think he would play Xavier Coates without having a game in the NRL.
That's a real risk.
It is a risk, but I think he'd be prepared.
I just think that they are in a real hole at the moment, and I can't see them digging their way out this season. I don't want to put a line through them not making the 8, but geez, I'm struggling to find how they get out of this at the moment.
Yeah, well...
2 wins, 6 losses.
Hughes, Grant and Munster are on the field. They're going to make the 8. They're good enough to do that.
Yeah. But
right now, they're not all on the field.
We're not agreeing at all. Anyway, Paul Melbourne. Panthers 48, Knights 12. This was just one-way traffic.
57 missed tackles from the Storm, Dobbo. 57 missed tackles.
From Melbourne. Well, there you go. It's unlike Melbourne. Let's talk Panthers. Edwards 3 tries. Milky Jenkins only got 1 instead of his 2. He broke his streak.
Yes.
First time all season he hasn't got 2 tries. Sucked in Milky.
I watched the start of this game, and it was a bit like the Broncos game against the Bulldogs, but the Broncos defended their line well.
Yep.
So did Newcastle. They repelled for the first 5-6 minutes, but the Panthers just stuck at it, and that was one of the things that their coach said, Ivan Cleary, after the game. What is one of the things that most pleased you most? The fact that we stayed at the game plan, and I was particularly happy for Dylan Edwards. He picked up 3 tries. A lot of debate. We've already discussed that about you got Tedesco at fullback. I've got Dylan Edwards, mate, for New South Wales at the moment. But Teddy's a great touch too. But 3 tries from him. They're just a classy side, the Panthers. Brisbane Panthers are the 2 at the moment, aren't they? They're really,
And the Roosters.
The Roosters are in that.
Yeah, there's 3 of them
too.
at the moment that can win. And maybe throw the Warriors in there. But I think there's 3 teams at the moment.
Yeah.
To me.
Yep. Well, we're a third of the way through, and they're the 3 standouts, aren't they?
I think so. Bradman Best, no Ponga.
Yeah, they need their players back, mate. They've got a few missing, and
Yeah.
They got douched up, mate.
They did time. 7-6 at half time. Manly versus Para, but Manly go on with it. Kieran 4 and 3 in a row.
Now, did you watch this one?
Yeah, it was tough.
No, you didn't, mate. You went to the AFL. You went to the AFL.
Asked my wife what I watched last night when I got home.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tell us about your AFL story.
We don't need to know about the AFL.
They sitting there sipping wine.
No wine.
Eating prawns and oysters.
Wine. There was no oysters. There was no wine.
There
was no wine. There was a few
into the rum and cokes,
4X Gold and a fish taco. But anyway, I did go to the AFL yesterday afternoon. When I got home at 7:30 last night, I watched this game.
Did you?
Because I think Kieran Foran has done enough. I think he's going to get the job.
Is he?
Well, he's had 4 wins in a row. They're playing for each other. That was a tough... Parramatta are a good side.
7-6 at half time. Yeah, they were up for the fight.
7-6 at half time.
Just a couple of their individuals, Jason Riles, agreed with me.
Yeah.
A couple of individuals let him down at crucial moments. A missed tackle, a drop ball, and then all of a sudden the Manly machine just got into action.
Ola Kawadu is in the Origins.
He's in the New South Wales side. But where is he going to play though? Is he going to be starting back row?
12.
Right. So
I know. You got Liam Martin.
You've
got Hudson Young. Yeah, I know.
Angus Crichton will be there somewhere.
You got Yo at 13. I mean, I get it. There's a mass of riches, a wealth of riches, as they say.
Yeah. What about the Kiwi front rower? Do you reckon he's playing for the Warriors, but he's New South Wales born. Jackson Ford will be in there somewhere too. He's playing.
Maybe he's playing good.
Mitch Barnett.
I don't know what can I just go back to Jackson Ford? He made this big break. Tried to outrun Hammer. He had blokes on the inside.
He passed the ball, mate.
Mate, what are you doing? You're not going to outrun Hammer. Hammer was laughing and then just finally brings him to the ground. Like, you know, but he's
just
playing good
short,
football.
though.
Playing good football.
He nearly made it. He's
playing good football.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Very aggressive.
Manly are going well 4 in a row.
Very good.
I don't know. Like, yes. Let's see how they go against the real good sides.
Well, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, 4 in a row. They need to get back there. They lost the first 3. They won the last 4. Had a bye. They sit bright. I like them. I don't think
they've got enough talent there to make the 8.
Yeah, I think Kieran Foran's probably done enough if he wants it.
Oh, he won't say no to that.
Maybe.
He won't say no to that, Dobbo.
That's it for us here at round 8. Now, if you want, if you haven't listened, go and listen to the NRL physio. Chat with him last week.
Yeah.
Mate, what a great chat.
Genius.
Unbelievable what transpired. Now, questions for Kev. We got a few questions for Kevin. We always have a few questions for Kev because they love this.
Dush them up, Dobbo. Come on.
The Kevy, questions for Kev.
Don't make them hard today. It's an easy Monday.
Even though he's a blue, do you see Katoni Staggs getting the origin spot for game 1?
Yes, I do. 100%. If I was picking the side, I'd have him in there. But I'm a fan, so. But look, what about his form, though?
Yeah, I know.
And someone said to me a few years back about Katoni, when he plays well, the Broncos win. I'm going to say if he plays well for New South Wales, you know, it's going to make it hard for Queensland to win. But he's had his opportunity a couple of years ago, and he's a different player now, Katoni, to what he was a few years back. He would smash it at origin level.
Sue in North Queensland, should players who play badly be selected for origin?
Yes.
Shouldn't origin be players selected on form?
No, it is selected on form, but it's also selectors and the coach, the head coach more importantly, has a look back at their origin history as well. Plays a big part in that. So I'd imagine she's talking about maybe some of the Storm players there.
Yeah.
But they'll be in there. Harry Grant, Munster, certainly for game 1. And then it's up to them. They'll be there for games 2 and 3.
Who will be the Queensland backline for Origin 1? We'll sort of name that. We'll do that properly next week.
I'll have a look at that.
Kevy, do you think, honestly, the Broncos will go back-to-back?
I think they've got enough talent there to do that, for sure.
I think they will. Yeah, I think the way they're going. Why does Bellamy leave the coach's box? You never did that, Kev.
No, well, every coach...
Did Craig leave the box, did he, in the second half?
He goes out the back.
Out the back, yeah.
Gets his thoughts right and then comes back and sits down. There's actually... someone's done something on social media. Have you seen that one going around?
No.
Every time Bellamy goes to the back of the box, he sculls a beer. And by half-time, he can hardly stand up.
Yeah, right. Okay. How
it's
big
funny
a motor,
unless you're the Storm.
How big a motor has Xavier Willison? Is he a top 5 player already?
Yeah, he's a good player. And the Broncos tagged him as a 15 or 16-year-old to be this good.
Yeah.
It's not surprising me what he's doing.
Do you think
he'll be a good replacement for Haas? He's not in Haas's vintage, but he's very good for... He's the best young middle forward in the game. So, Dobbo, he's got to be one that the Broncos...
need to hold.
Well, can they afford to hold him?
Dean Mariner surely gets a Maroon call up, potentially.
Can he play for the Maroons?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. I'd have him in my side.
Yeah. What prep work do you do before commentating?
What prep work? Well, you get a big stats sheet, basically a booklet, really, of all the teams, and probably do, I'm going to say 2 to 3 hours prep on a game.
Yeah.
You'd do the same?
Yeah, I'd do the same. Yeah, easy. Yeah, I'll watch games. Anyway, that question wasn't for me. It was for somebody else. For you. That's it from us here at Inside Ball. I hope you've enjoyed our Round 8 preview. We're back. Go and listen to, obviously, the NRL physio. We've got a very good guest this week. Guests.
It's plural.
Yeah, you'll enjoy that. And also, we'll have our Round 9 preview on Wednesday. Enjoy your week. We'll catch up with you again shortly.